Alright, my dudes, welcome to the... Hold on, Jesus Christ. Start that again. Welcome to the long-awaited Golden Age racial videos. So I'm pretty much... so I'm gonna break down the ages, what you wouldn't... Hold on. God damn you, Naruto. Okay. So I'm basically gonna break down the ages and the cycles. Like, we all know this. I mean, look, if you look at Justice chart itself, I mean, this is... this is about the life cycle, alright? Like at 5, you started kindergarten, you started middle school at 8, you started high school at 13, you hit age of majority of, you know, getting your driver's, whatever, buying alcohol, whatever. That's where society recognizes you as an adult at 21. And then stuff happens when you're 34. But if you do 34... Alright, hold on. Why am I playing Naruto music? Oh yeah, because it's over, boys. It's over. I'm 30. It's over for me, boys. It's over. Oh, for the record, I'm only doing this video because one of my subscribers, she's almost 55. So basically, 21 plus 34 is 55. That's when, you know, you basically solidify. It's the formation. It's basically the, once you hit 55, it really is game over. You reach your peak. After that, it's the descent down. So, like, that's why I say, I mean, that's why I say, I'll never help boomers, especially, you know, white male boomers. No offense. It's because, look, if you're white, you are the most masculine race, which means you have the strongest exaltation of Mars, so you want to exert your will, so your ego is the strongest. For example, I'm Asian, which means I'm venerated by Mercury, and that also makes me the most feminine race, alright? Like even naturally, like, I'm a pretty boy. I'm not like a dominant, aggressive dude, okay? Like, it's just how, what you were born as, it does dictate how you can live your life, alright? But when it comes to females, they're still receptive anyways until they die, because of there's a difference between male and female of what you're supposed to do in your life journey. Men, it's about save the princess. Women, it's about, you know, knight in shining armor. But whatever, dude. I mean, that's just the ages. So at 55, that's the peaking. So we're going to use this basic rule of the golden rule, and also in relationship to the 7-year cycling. So 7 plus 7 plus 7, that'd be like you know, that'd be like 21. So you would finish your middle. In alchemy, there's the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, and then there's the Jesus Christ. And then there's the man kingdom, alright, which is, this is why you start your spiritual journey at 34, after 33, and that's why you hear 33 everywhere. 33 is the number of, you know, the amount of spinal columns that you have. That's where you're rising up the spine, like climbing Jacob's ladder. Okay, then you hit the point of reaching spiritual growth, or the start of your spiritual journey, at actually 34, so, okay, so, but before you, God damn, I'm gonna die. Okay, but before I even start, I want to start off with some good news. Like, you know, the easiest way to win is do what the Greeks did. So this is from a comment from an earlier video, so I'll play it right here.
Pink elephant. 2 days ago. Pensive face forgot to mention, the Greeks won the game of Dharma cause they understood that karma is their drama, aka the world is a stage.
Yep, karma's a drama.
So they sought pinnacle apathesis of the Greek ideal and lived the best life they could.
Do the best.
How could you go to heck if you did the best you could, was their reasoning, which is correct, where heck is the physical world that you exist in now.
Yeah, that's true.
They understood the tragic comedy of their life, aka drama, aka karma, and reached enlightenment through YOLO's smiling face with sunglasses.
Yep, YOLO, you only live once. I mean, karma, right? I mean, if you understood these words, karma rhymes with drama, drama like the Dharma. The physical world of incarnation, Malkuth, is the lowest sphere on the Sephiroth tree in the Kabbalah. So, but then they put the doctrine for heaven and hell with a lot of people, not realizing that the physical world is, the lowest realm. So, I mean, that's why, it's a very dense realm, has very specific rules. Okay, so that gets rid of that. And then once again, I want to remind people, this is a Rick and Morty arcade video game. Alright, remember my video with Rick and Morty? What is it? Ricknesia? Alright, you enter the game, you play the game of life, the game of Dharma. At the end, when you die, you get scored. Like, the reason why I'm doing this is because Rick and Morty actually tells you, but a lot of people, they just can't pick up on these things, okay? Like I talk about, 34 is the start of your spiritual journey, your second age majority, and then you hit pinnacle point at 55, which is why I'm doing this video, even though I'm still, sick, because basically, I mean, Rick and Morty tells you. Okay, look, let's hear real quick.
55 years, not bad.
See, I mean, this spirit didn't even remember, what really happened, and 55 years meant nothing. It was literally like an instant in the video game. See, that's a truth drop in cartoons, right? Rick and Morty told you that basically 55 is the peak out, okay? So everything else after that degenerates anyways. So, okay, so I'll exit out of this and I'll just talk for the rest of the show. Yes, I can do 21 plus 34 equals 55. That is the finishing out. Then you can actually invert the 55 over the 55 and it loops back out. Where the farthest age of human existence should be around the 108 area, give or take a few years. I mean, that's how it's really supposed to be done if you want to look at a human where it goes back the way it started out. Like this will go out to 55, then it'll go back down until it hits the 1. So, I mean, that's why old people, they'll revert to a childlike mind once they get really, really old or get Alzheimer's. Okay, so we got a lot to talk about, so hold on. Okay, so we should probably start before you came into Disney realm, like the Rick and Morty thing before you came into the arcade. Okay, you were basically a non-individuated being. You were a fractal aspect, part of God. The Buddhists would say that some demon, whatever, stripped you and poured the senses, the physical senses, like or drilled, like your senses. Like the eyes, the nose, the ears, your 5 physical senses, and of the mind, which is the 7 hidden senses. That's mentioned in esoteric works. Or the Gnostics would say that you were an angel stripped from heaven, where you were in the totality of the one, the God, in the abyss, of the clear light, of the darkness, like the null void zone. And you exited the spirit realm because the whole point of this game is the individuation of the fractal aspect part of God that you are. Like, find, like the first thing you do is you write your name, like an angel needs to write its name or whatever. I mean, that's why this whole Disney realm experience exists in the first place. Or like if you do Robin Monroe, it's like AABB, alright? Before they came in, they already knew everything, they could teleport, they could do everything. Before, or Mr. Nobody, before I was born, I knew everything. Okay? It's like Mr. Nobody. Okay, so that's, hold on. Okay, so yeah, you heard the Song of the Siren from the Mermaids. This place emits a very specific noise by the emotional vibrations that the human suffering does, and then you exited the spirit realm with where you were with God, whatever you want to call it, God, the monad, You heard the carnival music of Disney Realm, Mickey Mouse, because of the suffering of humans. It's very intoxicating. It's like ambrosia. And you got lured in here by the Song of the Mermaid. So now you're entering into Disney Realm. Disney Realm is this local universe system that goes out to Pluto. That's our solar, quote-unquote, solar system, whatever. Including the transcendent planets up to Pluto. I mean, it's, so, okay. So now you enter Disney Realm. So if you'll pick one, you're the first timer, so you're probably gonna enjoy and love Disney Realm, being a complete NPC. You're a new timer. You're just gonna be like a normie, you know, living a very mundane life. So I mean, first timers would care about the lower 3 chakra experience. New timers care about the upper 3 chakra experiences. Old timers, they're like these people who seek the truth. They care about finding their spiritual experience. A lot of people are old timers, and then they see this clown world for what it is. And now that like people are on my channel trying to figure out. And yeah, I mean, this is from Robin Monroe, so pick one. All right. Unless you get to my unless you're like me. I mean, I'm a real last timer. I mean, that's why I make a channel like this. Like, to be a last timer, you need to reach enlightenment, or you need to be like an arhat or a Buddha. It's not that hard. Remember what I said in the Greek thing, all right? I always say this over and over and over. You need to kill desire. Stop your fascination. Step 1, fear of death. Fear of death and overcoming it. Step 2, cosmic abandonment. You are stuck in Disney Realm, so stop looking to an external thing to bail you out. So you got to do it yourself. Look deep within yourself, Luke. Okay. Step 3, once you. Step 3, once you realize you're on your own cosmic abandonment, like religion is an opiate of the masses, okay? It's just there to, you know, satiate you from the horror show that you're in. Then you do the will to power, which is you start trying to figure it out according to your own will. Then once you do that, you do the step 1, purification of the spirit. Purifying it from this clown show. 2, actualization or individuation of the spirit, which is the reason why you're here in the first place. And 3, liberation of the spirit, which happens when you liberate yourself from the wantings and desires of this realm. And you know, what happens in life reflects in death. So you have to do very specific things in life, so that when you do die, you automate out this journey of the dead. So I mean, a lot of people think they're last timers. They're deluding themselves, all right? Like, I don't know, man. Look, I don't want to say much more about that, because to me it's pretty simple, but for me personally, I dumb it down a lot. Okay, so now you're into pre-embryo state, which can be up to 20 to 21 years, which is 21 Earth years, which is age of majority. It can actually go up much further, like I want to say 233, up even to 577 years. I mean, if you believe in these things, I mean, look, man, I just follow whatever the elites and the secret people follow, right? Maybe they know something, and maybe they know more than you. Like, you know, these truthers, I mean, they're some of the most arrogant, stupidest, most ignorant, lazy, solipsistic, narcissistic people I've ever met in my life. Like complete delusion, right? But we are in a world of illusion and delusion, all right? So it's very fitting. I mean, we live in a goddamn idiocracy. Okay, so this time period, it's like in the movie Soul, but yeah, it's like in the movie Soul with the Jerrys or Terry. But basically, you actually pick your quote unquote like it's Mr. Nobody. I pick my mommy and daddy. You pick your birth. You pick the place. You pick the time. You pick which portal. You pick whatever. So you pick, I mean, it's dependent upon the Lords of Karma, which is Terry's and Jerry's, like in Soul. Remember this wheel of Dharma, or the place where you pick your desires and wants or life purpose. You spend your karma points or soul tokens from your previous incarnations. If it's your first time, you get a set amount. Okay, I mean, this is pretty much like a video game. You enter into arcade, and you get like golden tickets for how many tries you get. You get soul tokens based on the kind of incarnations you have. Okay, then you exit out the Earth Ring of the ether. Because look, man, a lot of spirits are trying to come into Earth Realm. All right, this place. I mean, people wait in line for Disney Realm. All right, like Disney Realm is very unique. It's very alluring. Man, you can level up real fast. Alright, thank God. That was just a pre-show. Okay, now you enter Disney Realm. Okay, the current theme of the theme park is the Age of Pisces, which is mega church, religion, subconsciousness, root mind. It's the Age of Aquarius, transhuman, the individual, or illusion of the individual, aka clown world. You can do whatever you want, pick whatever pronoun you want. You identify as a raccoon, be my guest, whatever. I mean, you can do whatever you want, okay? I mean, that's the upcoming theme. I mean, that's why they want to do this transhuman immortality stuff, to solidify themselves as the individual forever in the material realm, which is, I mean, that's in the Bible. That's like being trapped in metal, wishing you could die, but you could not, because you're really freezing your spiritual progress, and if you reach mortal immortality, which is like trying to immortalize yourself in a hell realm. Okay. Then you are in the embryonic state, 9 months out of the 12 months of the year. So the current incarnation of the human being is set 75% out of 100%. 12 is the perfect number, so over the course of... Jesus Christ, look, I really should not be doing a video, but this is very important for people, and I'm going to be busy for a while. Okay, so current incarnation of human progress is, I mean, look, over the course of thousands of years, births will take 12 months, whatever, if it's the natural point in the womb. The womb is the original Garden of Eden. Some people do remember when they got trapped into the womb, and they realized that it was like a giant being trapped into like a mouse body. So okay, then you exit out of the dark waters of oblivion, and then which starts your mineral state. So you were 0, like the Fool card of tarot, and now you're 1. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. Then 2 plus 1 equals 3. This is where your theta blank state, you're blanking out your spiritual infinite awareness before you're born. This is basically where you sort of forget. There's actually been cases where kids are babies. They remember what they were before they were born. Okay. At the age of 5 is when they start beginning their individuation, their new mind. This is usually the time where they completely forget their previous incarnation, or before the pre-birth state, or even before the womb state. Then 5 plus 3, or which is 7 or 8, they enter the individuation state. That means that they got their Pokemon card, but it's pretty much blank, and they forgot their old Pokemon card. They can no longer commune with the spiritual world because their pineal gland is being blocked because their skull finally formed. Which means that they can no longer have easy access to the spiritual world. This is why kids have imaginary friends. They can still commune with spirits, whatever, or see like their dead grandpa who's watching over them, stuff like that. So the mineral state is now finished. Okay. Okay, so now we enter into the plant state. Okay, so from 8, you're going to sprout up like a plant. That's when kids grow the fastest, up until 13. So from 8 plus 5 years, I mean, that is the plant state. You're just going to grow based on the endocrine system of the pituitary. It's based off the pituitary gland. Okay, so at 13, you're going to start your animal emotional state growth. So, that's when puberty happens. I mean, that's why it's the third, in the third month of you in the womb is where your sexual reproductive organs came from, which comes from the Lemurian period, the third age of the root race. The third root race. Before that was the golden age of Atlantis. People didn't have reproductive organs, so this is where your aspect of Lemuria came in at 13. So you're going to be able to reproduce, but that is reproduction of the animal. All right. There's a reason why in the Lemuria fell because of the humans were. They said because of bestiality. All right. This is reference to the bestiality because you could because of. This is when reproduction was able to start, right? Before people freely walked in and out of the spirit world. That's why in the Matrix they said the farm was a complete failure because they couldn't get enough loosh. But then, as soon as they created this reproduction cycle, that's when they got people. Like, people are very motivated to have children and perpetuate this clown world. Okay, look, it's idiocracy, right? Stupid people have babies and they want to have babies, right? And they think that people who don't have babies are evil, right? Whatever, dude. If you just watch Idiocracy, all right, look, this goes back to the sin of the Lemurian race. So that would be the third root race, which we are, and then we're in the fifth age of man. Look, I'm very sorry, but I'm so sick. Okay, so so now the man state starts. This is where your animal state is finished. That's the growing part of the animal part, the ability to reproduce. So that's 13 plus 7 equals 21, which means your mental faculties for once, because the animal, the plant, and the mineral stage have finished growing up. So now the brain takes over. Right, this is the avatar's first age of majority. It's where the avatar can identify as itself. It is no longer emotional. It's not a teenage with a lot of emotional baggage problems. Or like it's not a flippant. Okay, this is where the man, the I am, takes over the chariot, cart, whatever. Okay. Then you have 21 plus 7 is 28. So this is the 7-year cycles. Jesus Christ. Okay, dude, I just gotta get through this. Okay. So 21 plus 7. Look, this is all off the 7-year rule and golden ratio rule. So this is 28. So this is where man has its first mental majority, because that's the first time where the avatar of the mental takes over. And it's been 1 7-year cycle, so it's finished 1 rotation. So at the age of 28, that's when your brain finishes out full development, especially if you're a male. Women finish a little bit earlier. And then that's when your mental faculties take over. You're not motivated by trying to constantly bang or jerk off or whatever, or ride the cock carousel, whatever, or I don't know, dude. I'm not normal, so I don't really care about mating. So okay, then again, I don't even like eating. Okay, so then you do 28 plus 5, because that would also equal 33, which is climb with the spine. You have 33 spinal parts. Because you climbed up 33 age, like in 33 parts of the spine, that is the death of the man state, all right? And then you enter into the spiritual state. That's why the Buddha was at 29 and then did the journey for 3 years. Jesus, he was like at 30, then to 33. This is the climbing, this is the death of the man, all right? Like Jesus would enter out, he would get crucified upon the cross. The cross against the spine. That is of 33, which is why he died there, and then he rose to his spiritual state at 34. Okay, so at 34 is the start of your spiritual age of majority. So now the mental faculties is done, and now you start the spiritual faculty, which is the individuation of your spirit. Really, I mean, this is when people have their second age of majority. So your first age of majority is with the mental. So in an astral chart, so we're gonna look at it real quick. Yeah. So at 28, the blue would have taken over. And at 34, this is if you actually climb a little, and at 34, the spirit would have taken over, which is the purple. This is the natural process. Most people actually get stuck in the lower 3 chakras, and they never. I mean, a lot of people, like the atheists, they don't even believe in the spirit at all, so they never activate their purple aspect, which is their crown spirit, whatever. So at 34, this is the natural progression cycle. But what the Matrix or the Not Milk Illuminati, whatever they do, is they try to keep you in the lower 3 states, the state of an animal. Okay. Like if we're gonna look at this like a chart, we're gonna look at this as the lower 3 is the animal, the upper 3 here, that is the man, and then the purple is the master, that is the spirit. Okay, so so at 34, that is the start of your spiritual journey, really, unless you did it earlier. I mean, I did mine at 21, right? And then my mental faculties finished out at 28. I already knew everything at 28, and I now just help people along. To me, this is very basic info. And then at the age of 34, hold on. Okay. So at the age of 34, 35, you need to do 1-7 finishing rotation cycle. So at the age of 41 to 42, that is where your spirit, which has taken charge of the body, has its first solidification process. Okay, so that would be the golden age of the spiritual arcing, which is also why it's in relationship to the golden ratio of the rainbow. The golden ratio of the arc of the rainbow is 40 to 42 degrees. This is also in relationship to the arcing of your spiritual growth, because it finishes out its first 7-year rotational cycle. So I'd say 34. So I would say 21, 28, 34, 41, 42, very important ages, okay? And if you do 41 plus 7, that is the second finishing the age, your mental crystallization happens. This is where your mental faculties finish growing, right? So this is when people start getting set in their ways when it comes to the mind, all right? This is where one becomes nostalgic, or this is where you become a true boomer, all right? Okay. And then now you're gonna do 34 to plus 21, like on the golden ratio chart. Okay, yeah, so 21 plus 34. That is the next number in the golden ratio. So, or you can do 48 plus 7, because that's the number before where your mental crystallization finishes off. I mean, if you look at these numbers, if you connect it back to 7 or the golden ratio, it actually adds up anyways. That's why this is very correct. Like in Rick and Morty, 55, it's pretty much game over, because your avatar reaches pinnacle apotheosis. This is where the spirit has its age of majority. All right, this is the spirit having its age of majority. All right, the spirit started as a baby, whatever, and this avatar at 34 then has its age of majority by 55, and by then, whoever you are, whatever you are, you're pretty much going to be stuck like that forever. Like if this is your 48, the boomer part where you miss the 90s or the 80s, 55 is where you're set in your ways, or you can't really learn much. can't really learn much anymore. This is where you should have given your quote-unquote work to the world, or did try to do good things or reduce your karma, blah blah blah. And I noticed that after 55, you can't try to teach people these spiritual things because their ego, because the avatar has hit pinnacle crystallization point. They are what they are. A lion, leopard cannot change its spots, or a tiger can't change its stripes. There's no point in trying to help people after 55, which is why on my channel there are no boomers. In fact, I banned boomers. I made an exception for Aline, and Melissa's cutting the line. But this video is really for her. Okay, and then after that, 55 is the, I mean, if this is like a bell curve, imagine that you reach the top of 55 and you're just going down from there. So every 7-year cycle after that, you get spiritual growth, but you get minor spiritual growth, but your plant, your animal body, your plant body, and your mineral, they start decreasing in increasing cycles of 7 each time until you hit the next golden ratio number, which would be 89. After that, dude, it's over for real. I mean, when I say it's over for me because I'm 30, that's more about me not being able to attract females, even though I still can because I look like I'm 18 and don't really age. But at 89, it's pretty much over, like for real. All right, you're gonna keep degenerating. Your body's going to give out. You're going to start entering into the demineralization state. Okay, really you should reflect this as 54 forward as a peak, and in reverse, 55 forward as the peak, then 55 over. That's got to be like 110 years old, and that's like the maximum. Okay, I mean these numbers are guidelines. This is what you should be doing if their age progression is natural. But for me, for example, right, I probably won't hit to 55 because my lifespan is shorter. That's why I'm trying to rush everything forward. Like I'll definitely hit 34 if nothing dumb happens, but I don't think I'm gonna make it to 55. Okay. Like I have health problems. Okay. Okay. Let's see. 89. Blah blah blah. All right then. Let's see. Okay then. You exit Earth realm because you're dead, or Malkuth, whatever, the physical realm. And then what happens is your body's dead, so your soul is dead. I mean, that's your avatar based on sensory perceptions, and what continues and moves on. Like people call it the transmigration of the soul. It's really transmigration of the spirit, this Atmu. It has an after image, a memory, or a Pokemon. I say it's a Pokemon card. So imagine it's the Pokemon card that it collected at the age of 55, really. I mean, that would be ideal. But it also has memories of different versions of itself. Like this is where people say the Buddha would say the Anatman, the being that you are, is in flux and changes out towards age. If you want to look at it from this point of view, this is the Brahmic mystery school initiations. So ideally, if you want to win, you want to be an Arhat, which is the 4th initiation of the Brahmic mystery schools, or be a Buddha. Okay. I mean, look, I teach you this stuff because I'm an Eastern, right? But I got to teach you in a very simple way because white people, they don't, they can't process it for some reason. It's a strange unless you explain it in a very simple, dumb way, or use cartoons. Okay, now you begin the journey with the dead. All right, so if my recommendation with the journey of the dead, you know, be very polite, act like a little bitch. Like, yes, sir. Hello, Haruka. Oh, hello, Lord of Karma. Would you happen to know the exit out of Disney Realm? But hey, I looked at your scorecard and you want to do this, right? No, sir, I actually did that. Let me look at how much karma points and good works you did. Yeah, I have a lot. I'm just trying to give it back and exit out of Disney Realm. Okay, whatever, I mean, look, there's a lot of stuff that can happen at death, right? But I mean, that's why I say a lot of this is unimportant, because if you watch SQS, he hates the astral world. He just wants to leave and go back to the transcendent state before you were born. That's a leaving Disney realm. That's like entering the null state of the void, of the nothingness, of the darkness. If you just want to go back to you know, your state before you were born, that's like this idea of this the transcendent the sound thing. Okay. where you don't even, where you don't even try to think a thought. Because I mean, your form right here is very limited. Okay, so basically, look, I'm at the point of death. You get scored on your whatever Pokemon trading card, which is your human avatar. Then then basically you trade in that Pokemon, whatever, which is what you are, for, I mean, whatever, dude. I mean, this is very simple, or a very dumb way to say it, for points or soul tokens, and then you can use it to go to X realm if you want. I mean, some people want to, I mean, these elite people, I mean, they want to go to like Sirius, they want to go to Jupiter, they want to go to Uranus, they want to go to like the Pleiades, whatever. I mean, they do it. I mean, look, do you really think that they don't know what they're doing? All right, I mean, it's the truthers who are dumb. All right, in ancient Egypt, they told people, the dummies of that time, which are basically the Christians of today, to go worship the sun. All right, while they were worshiping their secret pantheon of gods and alien gods, and going through the journey of the dead thing to the halls of Mente and Lulu, and picking which stellar system to go to, where they could live out their quote-unquote heaven, the halls of Amente into Lulu. All right. The same game they did to the dummies of Egypt like 4,000 years ago, they're doing to the modern dummies of today, which is anyone of the Abrahamic faith. Look, man, I'm just looking and doing what the elites are doing. All right, these guys aren't dumb. All right, the priests at the very top, they know about this. I mean, it's kind of funny to me how SQS really doesn't take them seriously when I do. I've read their stuff. Okay, so you're reborn in X realm, in Disney realm. Unless you want to be, well, I mean, well, you can exit out, but I'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. Okay, so you go to X realm, like what dreams may come, or you get trapped in the hungry ghost realm, or animal realm, or hell realm, because you were a bad person, and you have to work out your karma against your higher self, because you were an arrogant, idiotic, moronic piece of shit. Okay, whatever. I mean, look, look, man, I mean, this is a game, right? Your actions in life reflects upon you in death, right? It's correct action, correct speech, correct thought, right? That stuff are the 3 lines in the pyramid for the Masons, and then there's that dot with the eye in the middle, and then the flame and whatever, reflection of you, blah, blah, blah. Look, man, you need to get this through your goddamn mind. These guys, they know what they're doing. All right, you don't. All right, so I'm just telling you in very simple terms. Okay, so then you're reborn into X realm until you lose your karma, like in the Wheel of Dharma. Yeah, dude, I've shown this picture like 1,000 times. Yeah, this Kamamara, this Earth realm. If you're in a good heaven realm or demigod realm, you lose karma a lot faster than you can gain and eventually cycle back down. It's a infinite loop, and then this is Mickey Mouse running Disney realm. I mean, the outside picture here should be the Buddhas and the Arhats, and then Buddha would be pointing to the moon right here, because the key is the moon. So, because that would be the previous Earth spirit, because we were in second Earth. Okay, before the flood, it was the moon. All right. Like whatever, dude. That might be a little bit too complicated. Okay, so then so there's only like really 3 ways to win, because eventually you cycle. Yeah, there's only 3 ways to win, really. Because you cycle back out to the material realm until you become part of the material realm of Malkuth. Look, this is just like Pirates of the Caribbean. Part of the ship, part of the crew, like the NPCs, right? People say that there's this natural evolution up into a higher spirited being. Look, I'm saying it's the opposite, right? I would say that we are spiritually evolving. There is sinister forces here sucking your goddamn loose and trying to take all your soul tokens and golden spiritual tickets, right? Like a cat has 9 lives. Maybe you only got 9 spiritual tickets of to enter Disney realm before you get sucked into the crew thing, and then these actors that you call the Not Milk, they're the Disney cast members. They love it here, or they're trying to secure themselves better positions in Disney realm, like going to Mars or Uranus. Okay. Okay, so you either win by exiting out Disney realm. This will be exiting out. This is going through the journey of the dead process, and then you have to, if you're a boy, you gotta get in touch with your feminine side. If you're a female, you gotta touch your masculine side. Go to the state before you were separated out through the tree of good and evil, which is the male-female part. You go back to your androgynous, infinite, immortal, formless, spirited state being, and then you go to X-Buddhaverse or whatever. Okay, before you came in. Alright, but you came in to have an experience to level up, to find your, astral name, alright, and recognize this place for a clown show. Or, okay, or you go to like normie heaven, which is like, where, What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams. And this place is the place where, Matt, Quantum of Conscience, or Levette would go. Because Matt says, I don't view everything as nature as all evil. My cat isn't evil. Sort of, yes. This place is deficient. Your body form is deficient. A cat is one of the, God damn you, Jobulon. Yeah, dude, where's Jobulon? Jobulon. Bearman, blah, 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 blah. Space Buddha, I. Oh, okay, yeah. Like, there's Jobulon. There's like the... even Manly P. Hall secretly mentions this guy. He just doesn't call him out by name. But one of its aspects is a cat. Alright, there's cat, the man, the frog. Alright, the cat is there because it's symbolizing as the predator nature. Like the cat is a symbol of a carnivorous predator. A cat can be elevated with the help of a man, of the spirit, raising it up. But whatever, man. People, they look at nature like, oh, nature is beautiful, nature is perfect. You ever seen a goddamn chimpanzee war? You ever seen a spider and a scorpion fight? That is very indicative of what this realm really looks. It's just that humans like to cherry pick things because they have the transcendental aspect of the spirit within them, alright? But if you have a very austere view, like Friedrich Nietzsche or the Buddhists, then you can see this place for what it is, right? Which is why Friedrich Nietzsche, who I always talks about the about the Ubermensch, like this idea of Greek pinnacle apotheosis to win. The Buddhists would say this place is some sort of insane realm. They want to go to a Buddha state where they get born out of a lotus and enter this androgyny, whatever, enlightenment, praying, whatever, beautiful lotus gardens and palaces, whatever, not deficient, okay, where you don't need to eat stuff. Okay, but normie heaven, whatever, that's where a lot of people go, actually. So like if you listen to afterlife topics, that's where normies go to. Like you're going to astral America, all right, which is, there actually is a normie heaven. I haven't talked much about it. It's basically a mirror reflection of this world, but you can teleport, you have telepathic abilities, it's beyond the veil of tears, it's not material, it's in a spiritual astral realm, which is one rung above this realm. It's part of the heaven realms on that wheel I showed you. Okay. Okay, that's normie heaven, alright? This is where I'm not going, alright? I'm exiting out of Disney realm and going to a Buddhaverse or some sort of make my own place with the Lost Island, just chilling out, alright? In a formless Legend of Zelda light fairy being, and I'll just chill out. And if I have to pick up some stragglers on the way because people ask me to, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, or if you're a Logi boy or Secret Society person, you can go to Mason Heaven. a lot of these people rip off the Masons actually go to this place. I mean, this would be you know, people say, oh, you go to Sirius, or you go to the 7 stars of the Pleiades, where you become a perfected light being, and you get closer to the center of the Milky Way galaxy, into the timeless state where there's no time, and then you're running shop and managing out this Milky Way galaxy, which is basically a, you know, it's a sucking area. It sucks souls into here. I mean, this place is a goddamn devourer realm for Azathoth, the blind idiot god of the true demiurge that sits in the middle Milky Way galaxy. It is the god of form, Shabulon. I mean, it goes by many names, the god of Mendes. It is the formation fall after the fall of Atlantis. But whatever, dude. I mean, look, you're stuck in a situation. I mean, look, you know, just look. I always say, chill out, like chill out. All right. Hold on. Yeah, okay, let's see. Or you can go to 7, blah, 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 become a perfected light being, or Orion, Sirius, blah, 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 or you become a demiurge of your own realm, where you make your own arcade machine in the Rick and Morty Blitzen ships, alright? But you're still in the arcade Blitzen ships, and Mickey Mouse is still running the show. You're just a microcosm of Mickey Mouse, alright? Look, man, I gotta get out. Look, man, look, I gotta get out of this goddamn clown show. Like, I've had enough. All right, but you know, should I save this goddamn document? I mean, you guys can just take screenshots, right? All right, I'll do one look through in case people want to read this. So, okay, but I've already talked enough about this. Look, if you look at this chart or what I've shown you in this video and look at your age progression out until 55, then you're gonna be able to plan your life easy and play through this game and glide through it easy. All right, this is just about the ages. All right, and what a little bit happens after death and before death, not too much detail. And really, the only thing I really haven't done is talk about the rules of the game of Dharma, which is really the guidelines of the game of Dharma. There's only one rule, and that is the law of karma, the law of causality, like like, you know, action reaction, right? The stuff you do in life reflects upon you in death. Never forget this, all right? I find that one of the biggest problems people have is getting attached to an ego. They think they're smarter and better than anybody. They're narcissistic. They identify with their human side and not the spirit. Like, whatever, man, dude. I only help people who can be helped. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but I'm going to upload this right now because I'm dying and I need to get sleep. I was originally going to do this for the Sunday primetime show, but dude, I'm dying. I'm trying to think. Okay, so I am going to do the private unlisted videos for Melissa and Pam after this. But after this video, I really don't know when I'm coming back. You know, for this video, I actually had to research a book for like 6 hours to make sure that's right. So I'll see you guys when I see you, but maybe I'll do a small update over the week or weekend. But bear in mind, I'm still doing astrology research, all right? The only videos I'm going to do this weekend are unlisted videos for Pam and Melissa. All right, so I'll catch you guys probably in another week or next update video. All right, bye. I hope this has helped people out a lot. All right, there are a lot of young people on my channel. Like, I can't believe that Beansburger, you are 18. Like, you shouldn't be watching this. You told me you're already bored with life after watching my content. I got Felon, who's on my channel. He's like 14. Like, Ruby Owl, you're only 20. Like, what is wrong with you guys? Like, I was already bored at 25, but I had, you know, 5 years to goof off and get really into this stuff. But look, man, this is why I always said I feel like I'm robbing you of your suffering. All right, like, this game, you learn from suffering to transmute that into wisdom, which you take with you after death. That's how the points are accumulated. All right, I mean, like, I'm giving you guys cheat codes. But whatever, dude. If you want to use cheat codes and use a Game Shark while playing Pokemon, be my guest. I mean, that's what I'm here for, I guess. All right, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, bye.